Quite a lot like me, I think.
I think she's hairy like me. Oh god, here we go.
It's me, your boy, yo, Seafoam Soldier.
Wow. God, I look huge with this pattern.
No, it's the
It's
angle
a-
of
it's
this
a
camera. I
camera.
always like,
I
looks
know,
like I have
same.
like the giantest fucking legs.
Yeah, it's
Ever.
weird. I'm not that big, guys. Come
I
on.
know, same. We're all like skinny
Literally
minis
went
in
to
real
the-
life.
Yeah.
Just
I went to the
imagine
gym
this,
today.
but like skinny, and then that's the tea. It's not picking up the Ethernet thing again. It's doing it on Wi-Fi.
Also, you can't even see
Concerning.
the details of my makeup.
Go on,
Let me get up close.
This is what you're all waiting for.
Please.
Can this be the thumbnail?
Absolutely.
Can you see?
You can't see any green.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Higher up. Higher.
You can kind of see, no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right, Kurt. What's going on? Is the quality alright, or is it really, really bad? Honestly, I'm getting like June Jambalaya.
She is her
The
inspiration.
rebirth, exactly.
Oh my god, not the jambalaya.
Yeah, I took it out.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Oh, okay. Who have I got with me today?
Oh god.
Who's this? This is special little ladies.
Oh,
Who this?
the artist formerly known as Titus, or what was the other one? A Million Reasons. And most recently, I guess. What was it? Halimanesha. Yeah. That's...
This is why she hasn't been on in a while.
and
I am Floppy Bob, Electric Boogaloo. Flops all over the nation.
Should we just start this again?
No.
At least you haven't coughed in 30 seconds.
I know. It's looking up. Okay, so this is a good episode, a fun time. Very much enjoying this season. Happy to talk about it, but that's the end of the stream, everyone. No. I've got a lot of notes today.
Yeah.
So same as always, I'll go through from the bottom to the top, and you guys interject with your poignant.
Why are you doing
notices.
so much like exposition on this?
Exposition. Just because we've got so many new viewers every stream, it's important.
Wow.
It's important that
Okay.
they know the format.
Just get to it, bitch.
Kurt is such a good season. It's like the best season there's been in years.
I love the fact that Kurt just logs in
I
for
know.
this.
He loves
Even though
us.
he's not even watching the season. That is true commitment.
I know.
True love, true friendship.
Kurt's a diehard.
Yes. Forever Kurt.
Yeah. Full respect. Okay, so we start off with a mini challenge. It's a mini challenge I've had quite a lot of times before. The photo bombing challenge, but very fun makeups. People did nice jobs this time.
It's disgusting. I loved it.
Yeah.
I think it also works because it's quite fun. Like the 8 queens who are left, like mostly quite fun as well. So like they all were like kind of playing. Because there's always somebody who's a bit too like
Serious.
I'm doing this,
Yeah,
and like sort of just doesn't quite get it. But like I think all of them pretty much got it.
Yeah, exactly. It was fun time.
Also, we saw a little bit of Willow's bendy thing skills. Like I bet she can do some damage on a lip sync
But-
if she can do that kind of stuff.
I'm not sure of her though, because she's obviously got the medical conditions going on. I don't know if I think she said a few times that it's difficult for her to do stuff. I'm not really sure what it's kind of like Evie Oddly, because Evie can do a lot, but is it safe for her to do it?
Yeah, she was quite like
I
recovery
guess
as well.
so. I
Yeah, that's
guess
kind of what
so.
I'm wondering whenever she does stuff like that. I don't know.
I am really worried for Willow, just sort of constantly in the kind of competition sense as well. Just like, I really hope she's got the golden chocolate bar. Like, just
She's no chance of her being eliminated before the top.
I really hope not.
Really?
She's so good.
I did see that, Kurt. Yeah.
Have you seen the surgery she's had as well?
Yes.
She's great, isn't she?
Yeah, she looks great.
I love her so much.
Me too.
I love her. She's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I was saying she's just a star.
Yeah.
She's
Absolutely.
going places. It's weird that we haven't seen her before the show.
Yeah.
To be honest, because she's such an artist.
She's fully rounded as well. She has no weakness really. We were talking about later.
She's had
on.
enough weaknesses in her life.
Actually, that's a really good point, though, isn't it? Because you do get strength from really shitty situations. She's had a really tough run of it. and she's come out the other side like a
Mm.
really strong person. Like,
I know.
and just I don't mean that she doesn't have vulnerable moments and doesn't cry or whatever, because she does. But like, she's such a like strong, well-rounded
Yeah.
person.
True.
I'll talk about more later on. But like, she was so intelligent with what she was saying.
Oh God!
In the
yeah.
panel, so like I would like happily chat with her at any point or listen to her talk or whatever, and the extra people she got untucked and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
she's just again, I sort of knew that she was like that from previous episodes, but she just keeps pleasantly surprising me in like all areas.
This is the thing. She's clever because she keeps it quiet. She keeps her card
That
close
is
to her
clever, yeah.
chest, like the dance thing and everything. And then
Yeah.
she doesn't have to talk about it. She just shows it. She just does
Right.
it. It makes me think that maybe I should kill your dad
Why?
to see if you develop yourself as a person.
I think that ship sailed a long
You need
time
some
ago.
adversity, bro.
I think
You
that
need
sailed
some
a long time
adversity.
ago.
I don't want to
You just
kill.
want the money.
I don't want to kill Mel.
You just keep trying because you know you're in the will.
Am I? I've
Come
been
on.
working hard on it.
Yeah, honestly, it's been her life mission since you got the ship over her.
We're trying.
But I mean, like, that's the thing, like Willow, because what was it? Yeah, previous episode, I think, like Yas was saying, right, like she sort of said that she has experience choreography and like being a choreographer, but just didn't tell the girls because it just
Exactly.
And I
Smart.
love her YouTube stuff's really funny as well.
I've not seen it. We should check something out.
it's-
Oh, I
it's
haven't
interesting.
seen any of her YouTube stuff.
She's only got a few on there, but like at one point she's playing this sort of ditzy-ish character. I think she's actually playing Renée Zellweger, thinking about it. But like, and then she's sort of like, and I like to do this at 6:60, or what some people call 7 o'clock. And this is like, it's like all these little like asides.
That's so
like,
good.
it's so fucking clever. And like with this panel, right? Like she's really able to sort of go in with the really hard-hitting thing and then bring it back to a joke.
Yes.
Like sort of going from like chronic illness and sort of having hands that don't really work to giving shit hand jobs. I was
Yeah.
like, that's fucking genius.
But also, like, put some effort in.
I'm sure she tries her best. Okay.
And was it like not wanting, like, she's never been in a relationship because she or had sex because she only does anal.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
gold.
I love it. But when you think about it, it must be hard to do a hand job because you have to put the dick between the fingers, right? Am I doing it right?
These two, yeah.
Just these two,
I normally do those two.
and then you try to intertwine.
Yeah, that's
Like
it. It's like a cat's cradle.
Like
yeah.
that. That's the technique.
That's
the one.
I thought it was kind of like that thing
That-
when you get the fingers.
That's an amateur mistake. A lot of people think that,
Yeah.
but then
There's actually quite an advanced move. You have to really build up to that. one.
Yeah.
When do I use the teeth?
that's a
Right at
one.
the beginning. That's
One
the
raw
first
bloke
thing.
is straight with
This
two.
is our
Yeah,
panel now.
straight with
Actually,
two.
it looks
Oh my
kind of
God, we
like
should do a
yeah.
panel.
Oh my god, we should.
Really good. We'll do like a spin-off.
I actually think we could do quite a good panel. Who would
I love that. That's alright. Quite good.
I mean, who would moderate? Who would be our moderator?
Kurt.
Well, obviously,
Kurt
Grant.
can moderate remotely.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, he
Yeah, just like in the chat, just like, or you shut up, you talk. Yeah. I think you could do it.
Kurt is fully like complimenting you.
I know Kurt's got a lot nicer recently. Thank you, Kurt. Very
I don't
nice.
know, Kurt.
Also, I think the secret is we're all just wearing black, so we're all just kind of like blending into the sofa, so it's actually
Yeah.
hard
I
to
know.
see.
I am actually
I
the
love
sofa.
this for
I know.
us. Yes.
We're really on your journey with you. No, they're not going to get that, but we are on your journey with you.
Thank you.
It's okay. Okay, should we go on to the next note?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Rue's talking about like how much he loves the panels at DragCon. But, like,
It's what Rue has never been to a panel.
exactly. Has Rue even been to DragCon?
He has once, and they filmed him dancing on the fucking
Yeah,
ground.
yeah. And like not knowing anyone's names.
Yeah.
He's absolutely never. I can guarantee you, Rue's never watched a panel at DragCon ever, or a panel probably ever at any convention.
No.
Rue is not even gay.
Oh, Kurt, you're dating someone nice one.
I
yeah.
know. We
And it'd be cool because we went to DragCon. Like, it would be fun to go again as a team and like see Kurt and people.
that'd be
fun.
amazing. That'd be
super
really
fun.
cool.
I'd love that.
We need to
I
do
hope he
that.
comes back again.
Yes. I hope it works out, Kurt.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Nice one.
Get that dick.
Oh, that's really devalued the relationship.
Sorry.
I mean, because get that dick, but also use the right technique.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Remember, let's all do it at the same time. Let's all our techniques.
Make
One of
sure.
these three techniques.
Make sure to do that. And
One of these techniques will like seal
Yeah.
the deal.
put
Honestly.
one hand in, the other one in, and then you clap.
And then clap, clap, clap. 3 claps. 3. Any more is a bit indulgent.
And
It is a
then
bit indulgent.
blow on his belly button.
and then just start sobbing.
That is my move, bitch.
I
Stop
know,
my
I
It's a
know.
very
move.
good technique. Yeah.
Oh god, I wish I could say that I never sobbed on top of a guy, but I fully have.
Like yesterday, like it's not a rare occurrence for you, is it?
I'm sobbing right now.
He didn't leave.
So
Says more about him than me.
exactly, I was gonna say. Right, so my next note is like, I mean, again, I know Daya isn't coming across the best in the show generally, or she's softening up a bit. But like, to be fair, like, if I was in the panel with Georges and Jasmine, I wouldn't be happy. Like, if that was my team. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's fair.
Do you know what I really enjoyed about it actually was like Willow when she picked the teams. Like she was like, I really like this. She was like, oh, I haven't worked with you. I'm like, oh, that's really lovely. And then I realised who that left.
Exactly.
And I was like, oh,
I know, it's true.
that's accidentally because like Bosco, I mean, was basically like was never going home.
Yeah.
Because she could be shit, but she would look great compared to that group.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, exactly. So actually, it did Bosco like a massive favour. She probably only won because she was in that group.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Don't
she
say
was
that
very good.
because
She was very good, but,
very,
like,
very
But
good.
comparatively, like she had the advantage of like being compared to shit.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an advantage because that could have thrown her off. Like if someone's being shit in
Maybe,
your group and
fair
you're
point.
amazing, yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah, so shut your fucking
I
non-drag
do
mouth.
apologise.
No drag knowledge.
Your non-drag
Um,
mouth.
Next note is Lady Camden is legit Sailor Moon up in the workroom.
Yeah.
She genuinely was. Next
Oh
note,
yeah, that was Sailor Moon.
yeah, genuinely was. Yeah.
Cute.
Okay, well, next note is, to be fair, like this is a challenging challenge because like I didn't like they want a lot out of the team. They want like the lols, they want like the serious hard hitting stuff, they
Yeah.
want like
Yeah.
interaction with the judges, they want it to flow, they want all this kind of stuff. And to be fair, like I would be like, what the hell am I supposed to be doing going into this?
Yeah, I
It was
was.
a hard set of
It
skills.
seemed. I said it's a challenging challenge.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kurt. I see you. It's a challenging challenge, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they honestly, even though some people like didn't do as well, these queens ain't fucking around. They did a
No.
good job at a challenging challenge.
No, exactly. I think that's one of the reasons the season's so good. It's such a strong cast.
Yeah.
It is.
And this sort of challenge showcases how strong the cast is.
Mm.
Because even the bottom two weren't like they might have been safe in some previous challenges.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
Like,
fair.
'cause-
So previous seasons, you mean?
Yeah. Because I think like Georges was a little bit like, okay, girl, yes, here's my story, but actually wasn't bad. Like, I mean, she was bad. I mean, she wasn't awful.
Yeah,
And like, you know, if you think
she
back
could
to some
have
of the other
passed for
panels,
safe in another life.
Yeah.
But
like-
nowadays,
Well, yeah. But like, do you know some of those other panels, like where I want to say it was the one, like Cameron's season, was that season 10? Yeah.
Mhm.
Where like, what was it? I want to say I want to say the vixen was really bad, or something like.
God.
And it wasn't like I don't think it was car crash, but like there were some like bad moments because I think it was just really uneven.
Mm.
Like Eureka doing proportionizing and being really on top of things.
yeah,
And then you had other queens sort of being like it was just chaotic.
Yeah.
Like, this mess.
Yeah. I wonder if it maybe. Yeah, no, you're right. But actually, on that note, I did put down like if George can make it through this episode, like she'll get through the rest of the season. Like this is like this would have been the episode to send her home. Like this would be her worst nightmare ever challenge.
Well,
Yeah.
Snatch
She got
Game
through
is
it.
still coming.
Snatch Game is still
Good
coming.
point. And I feel like this would be worse. I feel like if I was George's, this would be more of a challenge for me to
True.
Snatch Game.
But I feel like Snatch
I-
Game, she's just going to do Selena
Yeah,
Well.
of course she is. Yeah.
and then just going to like blink and just be like,
I
I'm
love-
Selena.
We're saying she's gonna do Selena, and then she's gonna try to pull some David Attenborough, and then
Oh my god,
Can you
George's
imagine?
David Attenborough. That'd be amazing. That'd be so good. I'd love that.
or like when thingy did Amy Winehouse.
Oh, like, goed bekend, geen
Oh
moe.
yeah, that was good. Yeah.
So horrible.
But like, it was so bad that it worked. Like I still really enjoy that. So it made no sense.
Yeah.
Only
Zero
Chara Sophia
sense.
could pull that off.
0 cents.
So should we talk about the first team then?
Sure.
So my first, I've got a couple. Yeah, my only real note actually is that Lady Camden was quiet, but looks good. I like to look a lot in that challenge.
Just
But
sort of very Heathers.
oh, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe like British though, Brevers.
Brevers.
Oh,
Hevas.
Exactly. Honestly, that's me though.
Evers.
Yeah.
But I love that it was like the color, but with a bare chest.
Yes. Yeah,
I
really
love
like
that. And then the necklace and stuff. That was really cute look. But the hair did remind me of the previous episode where she won the
Yeah,
What
I
was
know.
it?
Me too.
Yeah.
where she shouted the thing. Where
They
she...
wins.
No, yeah, but what did she shout again? Because they were shouting through the episode.
Oh, Maxine.
Maxine.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so what? Yeah, any notes? I sorry, down the first team were very good, but like, do you guys have any specific thoughts or notes you wanted to talk about in the first team?
Camden was a bit quiet, and I was worried for her, but then
Blake Lively thing as well. Jesus.
But then she picked it back
That
up
was
later,
funny.
which I thought was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
I kind of saved it at like slip up.
Yeah.
It's the fact that she like brought it back,
Exactly,
and,
that's what I
made
mean,
fun
yeah.
of it. Is exactly what Nicole Byer was saying.
Yeah,
Like,
good point.
you just roll with it. Like, you're gonna make
Yeah.
mistakes, but you just gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was worried about her because of how quiet she was, but I think she pulled it off. Like, she was going to be safe after that performance. Like, I don't think...
Again, compared to the other team, like she was still, if she was on the other team, she would have been one of the stronger ones, right?
Yeah, like, she did clever things. She didn't really mess up. She just wasn't, like, exceptional.
Yeah.
Like, that was yeah.
I will say though, you were right about Deja's makeup in the Thanos look.
Yeah.
And the runway as well. Like her makeup's
The
always.
runway was okay, but like
It's the same thing. It's like
highlighter.
it's like this whole area is just white.
it's
Yeah.
too much.
It's way too much. Like I feel like even like obviously I know a lot of queens have an issue painting for TV as opposed to the stage, but I feel like on stage that would be way too much.
Yeah.
And again, like if you're doing like Daya style looks where it's like super intense and like intense makeup works fine, but she always goes like for more like prettier like more feminine looks, right? Like more typically female looks, and like her makeup's so harsh.
Yeah.
And like it just doesn't feminize her face very much either because it's too harsh. I think I don't know. Like I just it's like definitely putting me off. I think I would like her looks significantly more if it wasn't for her makeup.
Yeah, I guess so. And her wig choices sometimes, God.
Oh god, yeah.
But this.
But she did a good job moderating for sure.
Really good, yeah.
Did a really good job.
Yeah. Should we move to the second team then?
Yeah.
Okay, I got quite a few notes on this, but do you guys want to start?
Oh, Bosco slayed
Yeah.
the
So
game.
good.
That's my first note. I put Bosco's humor always surprises me because like she's always funny. Like I put like funnier than I think she would be. Like funny, like I don't know. She catches me off guard with.
I think because she's so dry
Exactly.
and sort of unassuming. Like, she's really quiet, and then we'll just come
Exactly.
in. Like, even in all the Untucked, all the other girls like cat 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 cow meow, and she's just like she's sort of sat there, and then she'd be like, "You're a bitch."
Yeah,
Everyone's just like, "Ah!"
her and Willow have similar sort of dry
Yeah.
patch sense of humor.
yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
And it's so clever, it's so smart, and yeah, she's a fucking strong queen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Willow and Bosco are like the kinds of queens that I adore. Like that kind of humor.
Same.
Like
Which is why,
absurdist.
that's interesting. I saw this in the previous streams. That's why I didn't like drag before watching Drag Race because all the UK style, like the UK style humor, which is more bag of chip style, just isn't really for me. But like Willow and Bosco style humor is like spot on for me.
I think, I mean, Well Presents is gonna fucking miss money if they don't put them two in a fucking like series together.
Ooh, very good
I
idea.
would
like
agree
a
with you,
style thing or whatever, but with those to be amazing.
Yeah, that would be really good.
That's such a good shout. We really contribute to the stream today. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
My next note is I'm going to talk about this because it goes into actually like links up with a later note about it. But my next note is Jasmine. We all kind of said that when watching it because she the girl did go on like she was going on. She's doing her normal thing and like they even the editing like because like they play some music. I was like, okay, they're editing her to make it seem like she's going on, but she wasn't. But then she did keep going for a while. But
Wasn't that bad though?
well, no, it's because the thing is because she stopped. She didn't really say anything else for the rest of the panel. She talked for ages in like a block and didn't say anything for the rest of the panel. But like that was. But the weird thing is, the critique said the complete opposite. The critique said like she was
They
too
didn't,
quiet,
yeah.
but like
It's not like she was quiet. I think the critique was more like.
Like what's because even Rue said like he did like the quiet voice and everything. About her.
But no, but I feel like it's just there was just no. I don't know. There was no like moment for her. There was nothing that she said that like made her stand out. That's the thing. She didn't stand out. Like
I think what it was, and maybe because I'm thinking if I was her, like she spoke for too long probably in the first bit. She probably like clocked it, and then she's like, okay, I need to make sure I'm like not speaking too much, and then she overcompensated.
Yeah.
was too quiet. That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
But also, they're so dead on the look because that look aged her fucking 50 years.
It's terrible, eh?
Had
I'll tell you what
a
it's like.
Canadian.
No,
Terrible, eh?
I'll tell you what you look like, and it's that show you like, right? Like Frankie and Gracie and Frankie. Gracie
Oh,
and Frankie.
I love
yes.
her.
Jesus. Yeah.
She look like her.
And that cape.
But don't you think she look like her?
Yeah, a little bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like Jane Fonda.
I'll give her a Fonda.
Fonda, I don't even know her.
Mine was better. Don't laugh at Yaz's more than mine. Mine was objectively better.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I think that's maybe what was missing as well. I think you're right. I think Jasmine sort of overdid it and then sort of was trying to rein it back and it just didn't work.
That's what I think, yeah.
But I also think her.
When you said Jasmine overdid it, I thought you were talking about me. Sorry.
But I also think that the danger for her was that she didn't, when she would say these long things, she wouldn't interact with anybody else. It was like, here's my little thing, here's my development, here's my script, and then just stop.
Yeah.
Whereas the other queens, even Georges to some degree, was able to kind of say it and kind of connect with the judges or connect with the panel.
Yeah.
And I think Jasmine was very much like, because, you know, male privilege is this and blah, 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 and it's like really affects women and would like go on. And then at the end, you're like whoever then has to fill the silence, so probably Bosco, is left with an awkwardness of sort of like, and now let's move on.
Yeah.
Instead of it kind of being like, that's a great point. Thank you so much. Like, yeah.
No, exactly. So on that note, so that's like one of the other things I wrote is like it annoyed me that George just literally, like Rue said in the workroom, and then obviously it's normally good to follow Rue's advice. But Rue's like, have you learned anything from this conversation with queens? Sorry, actually, now let me backtrack a little bit. George just basically said exactly what she said to challenge to Rue about her dad and that. And then Rue's like, oh, okay, so have you learned anything from the other queens during this conversation? George just like, no. And then in the actual challenge, she did the exact same thing she did in the workroom. She told the same story about her dad. And then said, because of this and because of the panel, I've learned a lot about toxic masculinity. I'm like, what? Like, that's not how it works, girl.
No.
Like, Rue's you already like told Rue you hadn't, like, before, and nothing else has changed.
She just wanted to make it seem like she learned from the
Right.
panel
Because that's what Rue said she wanted.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think as well, like, I did really enjoy that Bosco brought up, you know, like, and about George being born to do drag. Like, you know,
That's so funny.
like in front of the room, like, oh,
That's
you've
so
got
funny.
guts.
What was the line exactly again?
Oh, I can't remember because it was a really good joke because it was like born for whatever reason or born to do this, and then like, oh yeah, but you've been born to do drag. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Well,
but-
Oh yeah, no, it was some people maybe she's born with it.
Oh yeah.
Maybe she's born for it.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly. That was very, very clever. Yeah.
I also
That's exactly what I mean. I think that's when I wrote that note down. So I'm like, her humor's always good, but that's just like the level of cleverness just surprised me.
she's so in on
And,
the
like,
joke.
Exactly, and kind of like, yeah, it's like she's a viewer, like,
Yeah,
and she's clocking like what you'd see as a viewer and what you'd pick up on as a viewer, you know. It's
I
funny,
think-
one step ahead.
the second group the thing that I thought was also really a bit awkward about them was like they were always pretending that they were at DragCon.
Yeah.
You know, the first group was sort of trying to do it a bit like panel conversation. We're just talking, kind of aware that like the judges are there, like they're kind of talking to the judges, and like the second group was sort of like, oh my god, I love being at DragCon. DragCon's really fun. I was like, this is so awkward.
Oh, really? I didn't notice
You're
that.
not a DragCon girl.
Georges was doing that
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
And you're like, no,
Like, it's because she's so desperate to be invited to DragCon. She's like,
As if she's not. Come on.
Exactly.
she's gonna be in Rue's entourage.
just like a
Well,
boy of
dressing
like
room.
absolute vodka in her hand. Like,
I love that card. So
it's cool, isn't it?
Shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits.
I don't know.
Also, is that Kit Kat
Matcha.
flavored?
Matcha flavored Kit Kat.
I've had them for a while, but it's still
Oh,
okay.
okay. I thought it was Kit Kat flavored crisps, which is such a
Ooh.
thing
Actually,
that you would fucking do.
That sounds great.
I
That
mean,
sounds
like
disgusting.
little Kit Kat balls. Almost.
No, you mean like actual crisps. right?
Actual
Oh, okay.
crisps.
That might
No,
be
that sounds.
different.
I think that could work.
No. You
Because I
would,
feel like chocolate and crisps could work.
you would literally eat like toothpaste tasted fucking crisps if they made some. Like
I would
you
try
eat
it. I like-
crisp of every
I'm an
kind.
adventurous lady. I'm not going to apologise
Do you
for
want to
it.
travel?
Sometimes I travel.
I bet you love to
I
travel.
do.
Love a bit of
Um,
music.
Right.
Love to travel.
I do. Okay, and so my other note, so actually again, you guys are doing very well with stream.
Sisterhood of the Travelling Grants.
Because like all the points you're raising lead into one of the other points I've written down. So
this is a good panel.
it
Wow.
is.
It flows so well when you like have to talk about the fact.
I know. Like, this is going great, guys. Like high five. No, because like
I love being at DragCon.
exactly. No, because like we're talking about like basically like what I've noticed, like all the points they talked about were very generic. Like it's very much like I can't remember. I feel like toxic masculinity and shit. It's just all just like that was it. I think it might have been Jasmine, but like all the points. This is just an example of all the points from that team basically. Jasmine's like, you know, I used to have all my guy friends. Oh, Dyers. I used to have my guy friends be like, oh, I fucked this many girls or whatever, and then my girlfriends would do it, and they'd be slut shaming. I'm like, okay, like this is 1995. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like you're hardly revolutionizing like the conversation with that.
I thought the same.
It wasn't,
I was finding it really annoying because the first group had really gone in.
Exactly.
And like that whole thing that Rue said about like make sure that you learn something from it, and like the first group had a thing about like chronic illness and how that affects it, and then like we wove that into a joke, and then had all these other bits that were really clever.
Yeah.
And then like if it hadn't been for Bosco, my god, that group would have just been like
yes, exactly.
It would just been like four queens, or just been like, oh my god, isn't sexism like really bad?
Exactly.
Oh.
You know what I learned the other day? Sexism exists.
Exactly.
I just thought I was gobsmacked.
It's like, guys,
exactly.
have you ever tried food on the plane? Oh my
Exactly.
god! Let me tell you.
Exactly.
Let me tell you.
It was very that. And it's kind of like like last week where it's the same thing. Like the first group did something fun and clever and different and challenge, but the rest of the groups are just like all the verses were like, yeah, I love my baby or whatever. It's challenge exactly the same. Like second group just did like.
They did okay, guys, but yeah, in
it was
comparison now.
No, it wasn't just in comparison. I feel like it was uncomfortable to watch because I was kind of cringing throughout most of it. Not again, Bosco was saving it for me, but like just the points. So again, it's when you raise points seriously. Again, I do like Diane. I'm warming to her more. I like her dragon stuff, but like to like talk very seriously about like this what I just mentioned. I can't go to say example again. It's kind of just a bit like. Ugh, like he's so not self-aware.
Yeah, like that's the starting point of the conversation to then go into something deeper, right? To kind of be like, slut shaming really affects women, particularly more than men, but actually slut shaming amongst gay men has a really interesting angle, and then like go into it.
Yeah.
And then instead it was a bit like, my god, guys, like it's really bad.
But it's just exactly to say it so earnestly. And that's what I mean. The same all of them, like all of them were like that. That was just one example. Jasmine was the same. George's was the same. Like,
and Bosco was trying to elevate the conversation. Exactly. To be like, tell me more. Like, because even the thing with the Georges and the father was like, because I know that, here's this one thing. And I know that your father also had a lot of issues with you and your femininity. How was that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, really good probing question. And then George just sort of like, well, my dad didn't like it, but I think that was all fair.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing, like, that's exactly what Rue was saying. Actually, Rue was giving good advice today.
It has been all season, I think.
And he was like, when he's on, he's on.
Yes.
But when he just wants to show up, he really just shows up.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Give us
Very much guy drowning in the lake.
I know. But he was saying, like, why do you think that is? Why do you think,
exactly.
like, why do you think he had a problem with your femininity? Where does that come from?
Exactly.
Like, these are the kind of questions that you should ask in order to pull something more out of this conversation.
But also, like, couldn't George just killed herself?
No, because she was born for this.
Oh, of course. That's your point.
Fulfilling her dream.
Yeah.
No, she is beautiful. She's amazing. She looks like Linda Evangelista.
She really
and
does.
Selena had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
She was reborn as a Glamazon.
Kurt is asking me if sexism is bad. I mean,
I think we should have a debate about it. Don't close up the
I
conversation.
love that you just spoke over her.
Exactly.
Like, Yaz, what do you think about sexism as a woman?
Let us know.
Well,
have you tried having it mansplained to you? That should be our first panel. Mansplaining sexism.
Tanisha mansplained.
Exactly. Oh, that's great.
what do I know about sexism?
Exactly.
I'm just a woman.
With those bad boys getting in your way, there's no chance for you.
My boobies is getting in the way.
Exactly. Everyone is sexy.
Oh my God.
Sexism shields.
No, I'm just gonna. If you ask me to talk, I'm just gonna bleed and run out.
Exactly.
That's me.
That'd make a change.
You are such a cock.
I'm lucky that no one watches these streams.
I think anyone logging into this one is logging into a good one because
I think this has been a very good one. I know, yeah, we have. That's a shit thing as well because your mum is selfishly coming over. I mean, you can't come
selfishly coming over
next 3 weeks. I think get her involved. I think your mum would be great.
She can't speak English.
Exactly.
I would enjoy like there just being like a Portuguese corner and like the sort of like would sort of make some jokes and then suddenly this little bit in Portuguese
Exactly.
would come back and be like, great.
Yeah.
Just me and my cousin just chatting in the corner. Anyways, what's Kurt?
Kurt, you're part of the fam. You're not like a random viewer. You're part of the crew, yo.
Yeah, you're part of this discussion.
Exactly. You're committed to this. You're part of this.
No, I don't get. Are you watching the season? Are you not watching the season? I'm so confused.
He's not watching the season, but he's got references. I guess he's like catching up on like clips and like
Yeah.
social
Oh,
media.
okay, I
That's what I'm
gotcha.
assuming. My only other note for this season of this team is like they kept cutting to like Nicole like looking like exactly like every like 10 seconds, which I respected.
I love her.
Yeah, me too.
And it wasn't like an awful panel, but it didn't live up to what it could have been.
Yeah.
And I feel like they let down Boston.
I think it's active. I think it was a subpar panel. I think it's like worse than average.
Yeah, I suppose what I'm thinking is like if it had been like in season 10 when they did panels, I think because there were 3 teams, right? I think this would have maybe been the safe team.
But even then, that's I mean, it's still subpar. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, it's a low bar.
So
Especially as they judged them individually, which made sense because otherwise, obviously, Bosco would have been unfairly punished.
Yeah.
yeah, true. True.
Anything else you want to say about the second team?
No.
Good. Runway?
Let's talk about looks.
Yes.
Talk about lyrics.
Let's go one by one. Okay. Deja.
Love, live, love. Yeah.
Agreed. Best she's ever looked on the show by a mile.
Yes.
Yes.
Really good. Like both are really camp, really conceptual, really fashionable, and just really fun. I like this a lot.
That's for Kurt,
Check.
not for Deja. Agree with all that. Apart from the makeup, it's just a shame. If her makeup was like soft and pretty, I think this could have been like a killer
Like
look.
mine.
Oh yeah. Lady Camden.
I thought this was a really cute, fun little look, but then once you took the head off, I was a bit like, it is sort of just like a nice little red dress with some little shoulder tassels.
Yeah, but it's the concept
It's-
that matters. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it overall.
And she looked like her face looked beautiful. I
It
really
does.
like the touch of the eyebrows matching the hair color as well.
Yeah.
Like those little details, and she's really paying attention to her makeup. Since Rue said,
Sort it out.
Yeah.
apply a fake Botox.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Like I thought it was a really cool concept. It was executed really well. I like the way she like shuffled down the runway.
That was cute.
And I was a bit concerned that she do reveal it would be a bit crap underneath because like
Yeah.
she's not like, the best makeup artist. But actually, I thought her makeup was great and like it actually looked like the stuff she had in the hair and that. Like it looked. I like the colours she went with. I thought like the final look was actually really cool as well, even without like the gimmick of the nutcracker. I really liked it personally. I think it's my favourite look by Lady Camden, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Lady Camden was. Do you get like a
You
weird
think
like
more than
Florence and the
Freddie?
Machine vibes?
Even more than what?
Freddie.
Yeah,
Freddie
Freddie was very clever, but I didn't like it aesthetically.
Okay.
Whereas this, I really like. This appealed to me. What
I
was your
see
thing?
what you mean.
Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine.
Oh, I don't know about
Yeah.
enough.
Partly, I'm not sure if it's just because she's British, has a similar accent, and has red hair, but like there is a sort of like slightly fey, like
Slightly
pixie kind of character.
It's because she's ginger.
I think
let's
it's just-
be
I
honest.
think it is.
I don't want to drop her names, but I did see Florence in an airport once.
What did she run up to you? Did she run up to you? She's like, Sisters.
We had no interaction whatsoever. You're welcome.
I still. Oh, we've got to tell a story of you and Bagger. This is my second favorite thing that happened all week after my promise thing. Love this.
I didn't know this though. How the fuck would I know?
Before we start, like, how moved were you all by Bagger's like talk about alcoholism and her vulnerability she showed last episode?
No, I love that. Like I was really boasting to the guys because I went to this club. I went to a gay
So
club
funny.
on my own because I'm a winner. And I saw that Bagger was there. And there was some twinks coming up to her and like, get your photo. And I was like, I'm just gonna be cool. I'm just gonna like come up to her and say, can I buy you a drink? And buy her a drink, get her a drink, and get the fuck out of there. Because I thought that would be the cool thing to do. But obviously, cut to Bagger's like, I've been dealing with alcoholism for a while
There's
on
so much
TV, and I'm
There's
like,
so much alcohol in bars. Everyone just keeps giving you drinks.
Exactly.
I'm like,
That really moved me. Exactly.
It was a nice
I'm
thing you did.
Bagger, I'm so sorry. You should have said no, bitch. This is on you. I'm joking.
Exactly.
I'm joking. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry to this man.
Have you seen online as well? Because I thought at first it was connected to the episode. Because I was a couple of days late watching the episode, but on Twitter, Bagger's been talking about how she was also in like a really dominating sort of abusive relationship.
Yes,
Ah.
yeah. I haven't read the whole thing because I was trying to
Update
avoid
us if
Twitter
you know
for
it.
the- Yeah,
Yeah.
but apparently she just came out of quite an abusive relationship.
When?
And good for her.
Yeah, like really recently,
More
I think.
power to
Also,
her.
after the recording of the show.
I think so, yeah, because apparently this person was like leaking looks of hers, like they were like spreading rumors, they were like starting things, they were sort of controlling her a little bit financially.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
so that's very Alaska.
Just
All-Stars
being
fruit.
very, very
Mm.
like toxic and abusive. I don't know, and I don't
Can't
think it was like a physical abuse situation, but like definitely some psychological abuse and just like a toxic person, really. And I saw that Vivienne was, you know, and other queens were coming, like coming onto her Twitter to like supporting her and stuff. So,
But
oof.
still not as bad as
I
you.
bet she needs a drink.
Exactly. Still not as bad as you plan of alcohol. She's sober.
I'm so sorry.
Exactly. I know you've been sober for 1 week,
I'm so
but how
sorry.
about
You
this
stay
gin?
strong, Bagger. We're proud of you. I
Yeah.
will never buy you a drink again. I'll buy you a soda.
Great. Willow Pill.
what was her runway again?
She's
The
not
Fifth
a big
Element
pill,
thing.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Please don't.
She didn't say this.
I know. No, someone else did though. Bosco, when she introduced. Or how about Deja when she introduced her? She did a little bit.
Oh,
Still
God.
with me.
But I thought it was such a cool look. I mean, it was missing a bit of shoulder pad.
Definitely. I didn't. The thing is, I completely forgot about the thing.
Same,
when I saw
same.
it.
I'm just like, this is amazing.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is so cool. And then I was like, and then when they mentioned the shoulder pads, I was like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
It just goes to show because, well, we'll see another queen that I didn't think the shoulder pads were shoulder pads,
Yeah.
and I immediately noticed that. But with Willow, the look was so strong that I even forgot the fucking thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
go on.
I know. I was gonna say we don't really see like that many looks like this on Drag Race of like grungy, but like
So good.
yeah, I loved so much about this.
Honestly, if it just had stronger shoulder pads, would have been
Well,
perfect.
What's
I'm wondering. I guess I kind of thought this when they brought up the shoulder pads thing, because like the obvious thing to do is something like Deja, right? And Willow never does the obvious. I was kind of thinking like technically she had shoulder pads in. It's what most people who are not on Drag Race would.
Yeah.
So I was kind of wondering whether she was trying to subvert that by not doing something over the top this
True.
week for the thing.
Yeah, but it didn't have to be over the top. It should just put a little bit
Yeah, like a
more,
couple of inches
just
more.
so it's more
Yeah, I agree. I do
triangular
agree.
and not so.
I wonder if that's her
square.
intent though, because again, she's so clever and well thought out of all her outfits. I wonder. Would have been surprised if she hadn't have thought to do like proper over-exaggerated shoulders. I don't know if it was.
Yeah.
I would just assume, based on what I know of her, that it would be on purpose for some reason.
Yeah, I think it just needed enough so that you could look at that and be like, "Oh, that's a little bit more shoulder pad."
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Than the average suit. But yeah, I agree with you. I think it's like it was.
But-
it was fun. It was clever. Like it was. Yeah.
But I loved it though.
And that's the thing about a drag queen who knows who she is, right? She
Yeah.
serves all these different looks, like complete different
And still
themes,
Willow.
and it's still Willow.
Yeah.
You still know, oh, that's on brand. That's so on brand for Willow.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think of her look last episode with the panties and so sexy and da 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 da.
Yeah.
And from this week, it's such a completely
Night and day.
different character, but still within her brand. It's amazing. That's when you know that a queen is really like comfortable in her fucking character.
Yeah.
Totally agree. She's a past a superstar. Interesting. I've got a question for you first. So, did you not? Because I've never particularly liked Bagger that much, but I really warmed to her last episode of UK versus the World. If you've seen it, I'm curious to hear whether your thoughts have shifted on her at all.
Well,
How about
me
you
or
guys,
Kurt?
Kurt, but you guys as well? Because I was quite surprised. I was really surprised by Bagger's like.
Did
She's very vulnerable. Like I really
It
warmed
was
to her
quite
last
touching.
episode.
Yeah, I thought you guys didn't like her.
That's what I mean. I didn't really like
I'm
her that
not.
much.
I'm not a huge fan.
But then last episode, though, I'm like, oh,
I
she's,
was touched by that last episode. Yeah.
whereabouts?
We're on camera, so I can't show you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think we were
we've
right.
been drinking Friends for ages.
Exactly.
Drinking we're very close.
Okay, and I feel like the only person to answer this question, we never have a good answer, Kurt, but I feel like Yas might have a good answer for Kurt's question.
Oh.
What you would do
What
for this
would I?
runway?
What would I do for this runway? Oof.
I've got an idea.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
I would have.
Sorry. you go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just thinking. like big like something with like a hanger, like a massive hanger
Yeah.
inside the clothing, like
Oh,
maybe
that's cool.
in the style of who says the no show not
Saint
no
Evil.
wire hangers.
John Crawford.
Yeah, like dressed as John Crawford, but with a massive hanger.
That's
with
quite
the
clever.
fucking-
That's a really cool look.
yeah.
Well done.
I like that. I thought what you were going to go for with that, which I think would also be quite fun, is like someone, when like kids accidentally put on clothing that still has a hanger in it, and then like they end up sort of a bit like awkward. And I kind of like that as a bit of a comedy look. The one I was thinking is like being almost weirdly literal and having like a look that was either like made partly in the shape of like sanitary pads or had sanitary pads being the shoulder pad. To kind of add,
Actual sanitary.
yeah, to kind of add to the pad thing. But like, I don't know if that's probably a bit. I don't know if it
Gonna
would
get
come
cancelled like
together.
Modelo.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like, I don't know if it. But yeah, I kind of either that or like get like a linebacker kind of
Yeah, I was
rugby.
surprised no one
like,
went for like the
American football.
sportsy.
Yeah.
But like find a way of that really like bringing that in, or maybe I wonder maybe even like a Klaus Nomi sort of shape.
Like
yeah.
Courtney.
Yeah.
I think I would have just gone as like a big shoulder and just been sad. Big sad shoulder.
How do you dress as a shoulder?
Just like a round skin color lump.
Oh, so just you nude.
Oh, that was so good. Oh my god, I mean, obliterated me, but like that was worth it. That's like the best move you've ever given me. Love that for me. No, I don't. That's really sad. Like loving that now, but fully gonna cry myself to sleep later. I know the best ones. No, it's fine. I'm not having no body issues at all. So I love him. Love Kurt's answer as well.
Oh my god.
Kurt would just wear shoulder pans and nothing else.
Shoulder pants.
Just as shoulder pans.
What are shoulder pants?
He can't be stopped. He can't be stopped.
No, I guess you mean like shoulder pads. Okay.
Yeah, shoulder pants.
No, I thought maybe that was a thing that I don't know.
We're all in the UK. We're all about the shoulder pans.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Bob's squaring 5 right now.
Fair.
Algeria. I'm pissed off with this.
She came for Bob.
That's not why I'm pissed off.
I think it wasn't my favorite.
No, I thought that it was well put together though.
It's the exact same outfit as last week.
No, it's not.
The Harden one. What was Harden? When was the Harden runway?
Yeah, that was the black and white.
Yeah,
in,
it
like,
had nothing like.
strip.
Oh, it was like
It was
very
a bit more
similar.
Team Rocket. But
Well,
like,
she was wearing like thingies.
It was like
swimsuit.
yeah, but it was still an intense patterned like sleek.
No, it wasn't.
It
black
very
and
much
white.
was. The other one was black and white from the.
Yeah, it was black and white, but it wasn't patterned. It was black.
Wasn't it? I thought it was
No.
patterned.
it was just like a strip of black, like one leg black, one leg white, and then like a square black white. Like
Yeah,
I still stand by what I said. I think it was like
it's
just going
echoes.
I
It's
think
not
it's
a million
because
miles.
of the black and white link. You're thinking what?
well, yeah, because she just goes for anything. No, because she no, it's more like what she's going for, like the whole like sleek, like still got like Siri kind of vibes. Like I don't know, like again, like I don't know, because it's pageanty, but this time like the 2 black and white looks had like a similar
Yeah,
intent.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's not like they're kind of cousins.
Exactly.
those two
I
look.
thought it was a safe look. I don't think it's like horrendous. I don't think
No.
it's
Yeah.
the greatest.
I did like the kind of clashing houndstooth though. You had like some really tight, small bits of houndstooth, and then like bigger houndstooth bits.
I noticed.
I thought that was really cool.
I didn't know it was called houndstooth.
Yeah.
I just call it Bob's pattern.
that.
But not you.
But
Sorry.
if she hadn't done the other look, I would have liked this look a lot more. I think her makeup was really cool, and it was well executed, and it looked good. It was just
Yeah.
it just annoyed me because it was the same as the other look. Bosco.
What was Bosco's again?
It was a bit not memorable. It was underwear and a jacket.
I still thought she looked really cool though.
She
Yeah, I
knows
think
how to
that's what I
put
think as
together a
well.
look, but it just felt like, to me, it felt like she had run out of clothes and she put a look together for this.
Really, I didn't think that. I was thinking more like
No, I know that she didn't, but it's
Yeah.
like it just that's
what it's giving you.
That's what it was
Yeah.
giving me. Yeah.
I was. Go on.
No.
I was getting more like model, like elastic kind of like.
Yeah.
I think that's but and then she can pull it off. She is like she's got a good body, like she's got the
Yeah.
confidence, and she like sells it. Like
Just because you have a good body doesn't mean you need to show it all the time.
It was a little bit Lady Gaga telephone. Was it telephone? One of the either telephone or the one she did, or video phone with Beyonce.
It was telephone.
Yeah, it was like because it was like basically like
It
bra,
did-
panties, jacket.
It did give a little bit of telephone.
Okay, yeah, I see that. I don't know the video.
Honestly,
I just can't keep
Ron
the
is
conversation
literally, like,
going.
he's so like against the mainstream.
I'm just trying to
He
keep the
doesn't even know
conversation
who Lady
going.
Gaga and Beyonce are.
Lady who?
Captain?
Okay. So also I feel like as we were saying, like Anjuri's look was cousin to our other look. I feel like Bosco was going for a similar vibe to Willow, like this like cyberpunky, futuristic, like chic kind of thing. But like Willow's was like on another level, and Bosco's was kind of like
Bosco was just like make it whole.
yeah, exactly.
Make it a whole.
And she could pull it off, but like it's not just like you need like looks like Willow's. Like I don't know, like Bosco's so good as well. It's just a shame when she doesn't like knock it out of the park with a look.
Yeah, and it wasn't like bad. It wasn't like,
Exactly.
No,
Like,
exactly.
even when she's like not like up there, she's still fucking good.
Oh, I agree.
Like you could put her like with that look, you could put her selling her ass in like Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
I do know what you mean.
I've seen it. It's quite.
Yeah, it's a good film. I to watch again. It was long. I didn't sleep through it, but it's just a lot. You know how bad I am with knowing what's going on.
just in general.
Genuinely, yes. Georges, I don't want to talk about it.
Georges.
She did not understand the assignment.
No.
It, like we commented throughout, like it was kind of like the chaps thing, right? Of like,
Yeah,
this
I
is
was
not
gonna say.
technically a shoulder pad. Like this is a ruffle.
And it's like it's like an arm pad. It's like here.
Yeah.
It's just a like a puffy sleeve. That's all.
Exactly,
That's-
exactly
yeah.
that. But even if it was a shoulder pad, it was still shit. Like it's just so basic. Her looks are so basic. We get it. She's beautiful. Even though I didn't think her makeup was great this week for once. But like, it's just it looks are so basic. Like you're ever excited to see what she comes out on the runway with. It's like, oh, Georges, what's she gonna wear this week? It's gonna be like a basic like catsuity kind of thing. Like
It's a lot of that kind of thing of like if another queen was wearing it who wasn't as
Exactly.
skinny as she was, or as like cutesy and young, it would not fly.
True.
yeah.
True.
Like it's one of those kind of classic like, is it fashion or is she skinny kind of moment. It was not fashion.
Very much my
Stop
dilemma.
relying on that Mexico. What?
Okay.
I don't know.
God, you did so well this stream as well.
I know.
Yeah. Jasmine.
What was hers? I thought it was quite sleek, but I feel like it was missing something.
Oh yeah, I remember now the
It-
neon thing.
It was sleek. I kind of wanted something maybe either as like a little mini belt to kind of cinch it in and just like have a because she had like quite a lot of black bits
See-
and then like like neon. I kind of wanted like a little belt that was black, just kind of.
See, I didn't because like she said, like she normally goes way too far with all her
True.
looks. They're very pageant over top and like over accessorized. I really like the sleek. I think for her, I really like this.
Oh, yeah,
how
yeah,
sleek
yeah.
it was.
I think she looked really stunning.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
her
Looked really good.
face, like with the black
Agreed,
hair.
agreed.
I thought that really like suited her.
Agreed.
One thing though, I didn't like the earrings with bangs.
Agreed. That's exactly what I was going to say as well. The one accessory she chose to wear, I felt like took away from the outfit.
Nah, yeah, it just
Yeah.
didn't fit at all.
Agreed completely.
I don't think she's used to like that.
Sleek looks.
Yeah,
I
so
completely.
she
Yeah.
didn't know how to accessorize
Yeah.
it at all.
Totally. I mean, literally, I was about to say, but also like,
I'm like, what is
half
going
that time you
on?
insulted me. Although it's true because of the whole UK versus world thing as well. I was gonna say the other thing as well is like her makeup's normally quite harsh, but it really suited this look. Like the way she had her makeup, like everything just worked. Like I think this is
Exactly.
like the best, most well executed version of her vision
Mm.
of
And
Jasmine.
she finally looked younger.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
not younger than she is, but like
Yeah.
younger than she normally does. Because usually,
I thought she was 12.
I can't believe she's 22.
I know. Yeah.
It's mad.
I thought
She's
Yeah.
ancient.
going out in these fucking runways looking like the mother of the bride.
I
Like,
know.
mate, like look your age. You're
Yeah.
22.
I like Deja Sky.
Oh my days.
They just goes only like 32 or something. isn't she?
Exactly.
It's so funny how these like more like campy queens can just really age themselves when
But
they
do you?
dress up.
Yeah, she's not 32.
Do you know?
Because I mean,
There's
I'm
no way.
32 and like
Exactly, we're 32.
I'm
Yeah.
30 fucking one. Jesus
That's what
Christ.
I'm
There's no way that they just
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's no way.
But then again, I've been looking at myself in the mirror and I just don't recognize what I
I
see.
know. Like, let's not get to this because, like, we're all there. Like, this is the whole
Good
2 hours.
God. She must think that she still looks 24. We all
I don't know what she
delusional in
thinks.
this world.
people lied to her several times.
Several times a day.
Last one, Dyer.
No.
Really?
I like the idea that she was going for. I don't think it was as executed. I like overall. I really enjoyed it. I actually didn't really like what was going on with the hair and face.
I really liked it. I kind of feel like she's had elements of, you know, she does the same sort of style like every week.
Yeah.
She's got a very distinct style. Not necessarily distinct, but it's, you know, we know what she's going to do. And I think it actually worked really well for once with this look. And I feel like it's kind of like what I would want to see from Dyer. You know? Like the madman.
I just think it needed like a tiny bit of polish for me, but I overall really appreciated that it was a bit different. Like it'd have been really easy to go for like big sparkly dress with like big pointy shoulders, and I'm really glad that she went for like these were like spikes, but then it was like an army fit.
Yeah,
it's a good idea. Just I don't know.
No, I agree. I don't think execution was flawless. I think it could have been dragged up a little more, like cinched and like more of a silhouette to it. Personally,
I'm a little bit bored of like her whole
like rock, like Mad Max vibe.
Yeah, like
it's
every
similar to
time, and I'm like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah,
we get it. You're hard as fuck.
Yeah, and it doesn't. Yeah,
you're erect on stage.
Exactly. They said that they talk about a race chaser. Like it is funny how like the people who present themselves like that. This is quite typical, right? Like, you know, hard, like edgy, blah blah. Like, they're the ones who are the most sensitive. Like anyone that says anything, like I cannot let it go.
No.
Honestly,
it's always because you're like, I'm that bitch. I'm like this, that, and someone's like, oh, I think the judges were saying this about your dress. Like, how fucking dare you?
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's just like like. Oh, I don't give a fuck persona, and then backstage is just like, please, I just want them to love me.
Right.
Oh,
Which is why I love people like Bosco and Willow, just sort of literally just getting on with it and just sort of being like, you know, very kind of quietly confident. Like, I don't need to shout to be like.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Whoever pointed that out, was it Angeria? Pointed out about Willow. I thought that was really cool. So I'm like, again, it's like good messages for the kids. Like, I do feel like I'm like a lot of time, like, you know, I don't think kids should be watching Drag Race, but actually, like, because of messages like this for this episode, I'm like,
we'll get to Angeria. I want to talk about Angeria.
I do love her.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you mean? So we've finished the runway now, so can we move on to like critiques and stuff?
Yeah.
When do you want to talk about Angeria?
Untouched Angeria.
Oh, okay. I like Angeria, like evil twin.
Stage Angeria.
Exactly. Her evil twin is just like behind the curtain, like Christina. Yeah, exactly. It's my time to shine. Exactly.
Oh god.
So so Benjamin won. Ready? Next one is so the winner. So I wrote down that I'm surprised that Bosco won, not because of her performance in the challenge, but because she had one of the weaker runways. I felt.
Yes, I honestly, I'm really happy that she won because her moderation was flawless, and actually, like, she made me laugh out loud, which I don't normally do with RuPaul's Drag Race, I must say. But like, Deja had a really strong week on both sides, so I wouldn't have been mad if Deja won either. But Bosco slayed the challenge.
Interestingly, though, as well, I'm thinking now. I don't think about this now, but like with the extra clips, especially we saw it Untucked, I'm surprised Willow wasn't at the top at least.
She was.
No, she was safe, wasn't she?
She was top.
Yeah, she was top 3.
Oh, she was top 3.
Yeah.
Okay, fair then. But yeah, I would have. I don't know. I agree with you. I feel like if you take the runway into consideration as well, I feel like Willow or Deja could have won because Willow was great as well. Just because I think she had disadvantage for not being a moderator because the moderators are always going to be in the spotlight and the ones who are more likely to win. But actually, Willow couldn't have done any more. Really, she was really funny. She was really candid.
Yeah,
vulnerable.
True.
Like she spoke at the right times. I don't know. So I agree. I'm happy Bosco won over Deja because I'm not really a Deja fan, but I was surprised that she won.
Yeah, but I'm really enjoying that Angeria and Willow and kind of Bosco to some degree for most of this season have been like top or like have been high for most episodes, and when they have faltered, apart from I think Willow was maybe a bottom 3 once or something. Maybe Angeria was safe or whatever, but they've never really deviated much from that, and like they're so strong. So I'm glad that at least if Willow wasn't to win. And the thing I also found though was like them not giving the win to Deja is a little bit like we really don't see you in the top 5.
Yeah,
which is fair, but it's like fair though.
Yeah,
because it's not fair because it should be judged on the value of the challenge, but at the same time, Oscar did really slay. So there was. That.
They could have made it a double win and just been like both you moderated so well. I thought it was going
to be a double win, to be fair.
No, I wouldn't have been surprised by that.
Yeah.
Good job, Kurt.
Double safe instead. Oh, spoiler alert. I said double safe.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant. Sorry. Okay. Oh, another note I thought, because like this happened quite a few times, and this does make me respect Jasmine more. Is like she does get some quite harsh critiques sometimes, which are fair, I think. But like I think she always handles it really well. She always like laughs like at the judges, because they could be like, you know, they like take the piss and stuff, and like a lot of queens, like Daya, for example, would like take that really badly.
Yeah.
But like Jasmine always like has like a time of her little life. Like she's like the queen, like, you know, Rina was like, "Oh, you're pretty shit, Jasmine. Like you seen you look not good. Like you did really shit at challenge." She's like, "Oh yeah, I am shit."
I think
Thanks.
Jasmine has really developed as
Yeah.
a queen
Yeah.
during the season. Like since they, I think Queen's a little bit harsh on her because of like her ability to talk and talk and talk. We might say anything, but she's very self-aware.
Yeah.
She knows her faults, and she tries so hard to like, you know, be like listen and do the things that people are telling her to do. I think that's really commendable.
Yeah. I agree. I do like Jasmine. Okay, so lip sync.
Yes, I love that song. Period.
So my note is that I love the lip sync. I think it's really great. But also, I didn't expect. I mean, more so Jasmine than George's, but like Jasmine to murder or something like that, because she's like a typical like Alyssa style like dancing, pageant kind of queen, and that's like a very very different style of song for her. But like she sold it, really well.
They both did really well too.
They did both did really well. Jasmine was definitely the front runner for me in the lip sync though.
I thought they were going to give it to Jasmine.
Yeah, I'm
because
surprised.
of the split.
But then also, I was surprised that Rue did not want to risk it with George's.
Oh my god!
I was because I'd seen something, like a couple of things on Twitter when I've been like scrolling and trying to avoid spoilers, and it basically said it kind of teased the idea that Georges wouldn't be going home, and I kind of didn't want to believe it. But then when I was watching the lip sync, I'm like, oh, okay, it's probably a double save. But I mean, the way I'd seen it on Twitter, I would have been much worse, which was they made it almost sound a bit like the Candy situation of like, oh, I'm not, you know, like you walk halfway down the runway and they're like, oh no, wait, I'm not ready for you to go home yet, which would have been a real like rigor mortis kind of thing.
Also, like I mean, I agree. Like George did well in the runway. Like I don't think it's completely out of the out of the question. It was a double save, but I think it has to be. There has to be a point where like if some queens are only good at lip syncing, like they can't just stay in the competition. Like she should have been sent home because basically she's just good at lip syncing, but she still did a worse lip sync than her competitor. And she's done consistently poorly in the challenges, so just send her home at this point, right?
Yeah.
But we're probably sucking that dick.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me feels like Georges might only have a couple more weeks, but
she should. I'm really surprised she's still in. Really surprised.
Yeah, I think she was just lucky that there are a few queens who just were especially bad at certain times. But I mean, you know, the fact that she won that runway challenge.
I mean. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah. Sorry, Untucked. Jimmy won.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, Jimmy was Untucked.
Yeah, I was gonna just say about Angeria. It's just, I mean, we haven't got to the CUNTs yet, but the charisma is just her for the whole fucking. Just everything.
What specifically?
Well, the way that she was talking about the queens. To be fair, so was Lady Camden. The way that they were talking about how, like, you know, how in awe of the other queens they were, and like talking about what they love about them. But Angeria in particular, it really strikes a chord with me. Like she's coming from the South, a black gay boy. From a small town in the south of the US, and she appreciates all these different kinds of queens and her family, the way that they support her. It's just such a beautiful thing to see and to think about other kids in those situations, like looking at that on TV and thinking, and she's doing so well. Like even if she fucking wasn't, she's already an example. But she's literally, there's nothing that this fucking queen can't do. Yeah. And she has an amazing family, and she has an amazing ethic and appreciation for her fellow sisters. It's just incredible.
I totally agree. I think it's when you're saying that, like, I think it is obviously really important and really powerful when queens share, like, you know, the hardships they have with their families and that, and it's important for people to hear that. But also I think it's probably just as important, especially in situations like that, that, you know, when they share that they do have, you know, loving, supportive parents, and they have reacted in good ways to the various things, and like because I feel like Drag Race used to sort of shut those conversations down and only focus on the drama, right? But like that sort of changed over recent seasons, and I think that is really important for kids to hear that as well.
Yeah,
absolutely, and not just for kids, for the grown-ups to see
exactly.
to see like, look, it's there's no reason for you not to be supporting your son and your kids. It's really beautiful to see. It's just in context of where she comes from. I think it's such a powerful thing because it is so rare, and it's really cool.
And in the panel, her discussion on it was really beautiful. I thought of like reframing it of instead of being like, just like love your kid, being like, no, like the like if you really want to be a man and you're really thinking about it in this way, like actually one of the bravest and boldest things you can do if that's what's important to you is looking after is reaching out for your kid. And
absolutely.
I was like, this is lovely, like this is a great conversation,
and she has such a fantastic like sense of humor as
well. I really like her. Honestly, like they're about Willow, Bosco, or Angeria, any of them one I would not be angry.
No, I think we found our top 3 for the season.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Oh, totally, 100%.
But I genuinely can't see anybody else toppling one of those queens for me.
No.
Only sexually. Maybe. Who's the top and who's the bottom in that 3?
Ooh. I feel like Bosco's verse.
Angeria gives me top energy sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, what's your thing? So what's your thing in Untucked? What are you talking about? Who are you shipping? I can't remember.
Oh my god!
Oh, go on, talk about this.
Look, I'm not imagining this, right?
I feel like you are.
There is a wink, there is a sparkle between Lady Camden and Angeria. Not making it up.
I sense nothing.
I sense everything.
Bob?
Their legs were facing each other in a sexual way.
And I've got my legs turned away.
Exactly.
Both of you have these like out.
This is me trying to present myself to you.
Oh, it very much is. That's true.
You have got power top energy.
I think I saw like something about them commenting on each other's accents.
Kurt's backing you up.
Thank you.
I'm not seeing that at all.
Thank you. We're stands. We're shipping. What we're gonna call it? Camgeria.
That's definitely a country.
Does Ryanair go there?
Exactly. She'll go.
I think I heard them complimenting each other's accents, and from then on, I just imagine a whole relationship, and I think.
How often do people compliment your accent?
Never. That's why I'm alone.
Exactly.
I'm not. Shout out to.
Go on.
I'm not gonna put his fucking biological name.
Oh yeah, whereas you guys always tell everyone literally exactly where I live every single episode.
Just putting out my boyfriend's government name.
You love that shout out though. He's Navid Watcher. You know who you are.
Shout out Leo DiCaprio, whatever.
Exactly. I thought his bag after you bought that tree.
His name is Jeffrey Boyer Chapman.
Oh my god.
We're very happy together.
God.
Oh, actually, what was the name of that really cute judge on the UK versus the World?
Oh, I wasn't keen. You guys were all keen.
The Bridgerton guy.
You guys were all
keen. Jonathan Bailey.
Oh,
Bailey.
The young guy.
Jonathan Bailey, yeah.
Shout out to Jonathan.
He's beautiful.
Shout out. When he bit his lip, I flood my basement.
And he is family, so, you know.
He's what?
Family. I was saying family, like the SNL sketch.
Yeah, but why is he family?
I think he's a homosexual. I believe. I think so.
Yes, I know. I know. He's a homosexual. Anyways, I spoke too much.
Kurt was asking as well who we think might also be in the top 4.
Camden, I'd say.
I think Camden.
Yes.
It's the only other person I can think. Because Daya, I think, is gone before long. Deja's probably gone before too. I think Deja might be.
I think we would probably agree in order of eliminations next. I would say Georges, Jasmine, or Daya or Jasmine. Sorry, not.
Oh yeah, Jasmine. Yeah.
I don't know about Daya or Jasmine. Maybe Daya before Jasmine actually. Then fine.
Yeah.
So not Daya. Deja. Sorry. So Georges, Deja, Jasmine, Daya. And then the other ones would be top 4, probably Camden, and then the others would be top 3.
I think maybe Daya Betty might go soon. She's kind of the drama, I guess, isn't she?
Exactly. Georges and Deja are still weaker than that.
Georges deserves to go home, but will she actually end up going home?
There's only so many episodes we can do, which
True. But I kind of feel like Georges and Jasmine maybe have at least one more lip sync in them where they kill off somebody else. So like where Georges maybe takes down Deja or Daya.
Kind of over at this point.
Deja can lip sync too, yeah.
True, yeah.
We'll see. It's anybody's game.
Cool. Should we whip out anything else about Untucked?
No.
Whip out CUNT.
Oh, we
Nicole
love
Byer was
Nicole.
amazing.
Yes.
Oh, we do love Nicole. Yeah, she looked great. I love the look.
Yes, she's
Super
awesome.
cute.
I love when she's coming for tea as well. She's like, right, who's a bitch?
I
who's
love
a
that.
bitch?
I love
me
that.
too.
Yeah.
Get the tea, sis.
And everybody was like, we don't.
Yeah. So CUNTs.
Yeah.
I can't really know who top 5.
Charisma. Who gets charisma?
Charisma no.
Oh, we know who you're good at too.
Angeria. Camgeria maybe, but Angeria.
For me, we're like because of like the stuff we talked about, like how her like vulnerability and candor in the challenge.
Yeah, and I think her funniness. I will get. Yeah, I'm going to go because there are a few queens who I want to. I'm just trying to work out who will be which letter. But
we can't think like that, Bob. You just got to take it with guns.
Yeah, charisma is Willow.
Uniqueness. Mine's Lady Camden for her runway look.
I'm gonna give it to Willow for her runway look.
Cool.
I don't know if it's unique. I'm overthinking this. Hang on, I do want to think about the other letters though, because otherwise I'm going to accidentally use Bosco at the wrong time.
Cool, been there.
I don't know. Actually, I will go for Bosco for this, but like for her amazing sort of ability to like find humor in everything, like her kind of her sense of humor.
Yeah.
Her perspective on the world.
No, if I just think about it, I think I'm going to go for Daya because the way she shut down Jasmine, like hosting it, I thought was quite good. Like I would have been. It's quite.
We were all being like Jasmine girls.
Exactly.
Moderation is not. Maybe she could have been all right, and she would obviously.
Maybe I think so, but I do like the way Daya shut it down. I feel like it was done quite diplomatically, but like, it took.
But at the same time, was like, I think you'd be better. I'm not looking at you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna give nerve to Nicole for asking those questions.
Yeah.
Also for repeating that wig from season. Was it season 13?
Yeah.
Where two queens wore that same wig.
Yeah,
as
Olivia
well?
Lux and
Candy.
Oh yeah.
Nerve.
Who's got the nerve?
Who would be nerve? Sorry, I'm really overthinking this and confusing myself.
Yes, it's not like it doesn't matter.
I will say Georges for that runway and trying to claim that those are shoulder pads.
Yeah, it's fair.
Who's got the nerve?
Talent.
Bosco.
Yeah.
Bosco. Like just such a great moderator.
It's a shame
so funny.
Because at the runway, like it's a shame because I didn't see much talent in the runway, but for the challenge I did for sure. So yeah, Bosco for me.
Deja for me, just haven't mentioned it, but like for both hosting and doing a really good runway.
Fair. Yeah, fair. Cool.
We smashed it.
I think talent to us because like this is a solid stream, yeah.
I think we did pretty
The last
good.
one's been good. I feel like this season of it's been a good season of Drag Race, good season of streams. I feel like winners all round.
Yeah.
I think we really ruined it by patting ourselves in the
I don't know. I think people love that. People love that part.
Nerve to grant for like not only this, but also speaking over Yaz about sexism.
Exactly.
I
What you don't know about sexism.
Oh god.
Recommendation.
Shout out to Kurt for always being there, mate.
Yeah.
We love you. Honestly. We are your fans.
Yeah, true that. Recommendations?
Recommendation. I'm gonna recommend season 2 of Love is Blind. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I said that.
It's so random.
I'm so random. So
Very
bad. Oh my god.
okay.
Okay, my friends
Okay.
got me into this shit, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it.
Should we try an episode after this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch it like
Ironically, so quirky.
cut to me fucking binging 2 seasons of it and all of the aftermath and just
Over the course of like
fully
2 days.
invested.
I don't know if have you watched Couples Therapy on iPlayer? I can't remember if I've rambled about this to you. You would actually really love this, I think.
I
And I think you would
absolutely
as well.
I absolutely would.
It's just like it is literally just watching couples in therapy.
I listen to podcasts.
I don't want to watch.
Is it therapy?
Other people's problems is a good therapy. Is a couple therapy podcast, so that's a good one.
Yeah, but I don't want to watch regular people. These are not
Oh, but they're
regular
good.
people. These are crazy people.
We'll
No,
watch.
it's
We'll
good
watch
because there
this.
are a couple of people who are like a little bit, let's say unhinged, but like there's a really controlling guy and a
Mhm.
woman who's just like done with her shit, and like the therapist is like really like good at just sort of being like, you do realize you keep doing this, right? And like this guy like,
Honestly, but
It sounds good. I want to watch
Love
both.
is
Yeah,
Blind
yeah.
is just it's unhinged people. They are unhinged.
Watch it.
They're American.
Yeah.
They're unhinged.
You said it. You said it all there. Bob, what's yours?
So apart from couples therapy, there's a book called Our Wives Under the Sea, which came out recently by Julie Armfield, and it's really good. And it's basically just lesbians and submarines.
Literally your life.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I love that.
that does sound good actually.
Yeah.
I might
Do
download
they
that.
fix the submarines? Do they?
One of them went on like an expedition and is sort of a little bit traumatized, and so it's the other, like the two women sort of trying to like work out what their relationship is now.
Oh, do they scissor?
Not that's on the page, but
It's implied. It's heavily implied.
I love implied scissoring.
Honestly, that's your autobiography right there.
Implied
Exactly.
scissoring.
Just you with like a pair of like pliers or something. Something that's like scissor adjacent. I'm trying to think of something
Makes
else.
sense.
Chopsticks or something.
Well, sage, scissor, adjacent.
Go on, what were you going to say something? Sorry,
Okay.
after I mansplained earlier. Avril's album, it was a bit of a grower, but pop punk good time for all.
I feel like you're always like.
I am an Avril stan. I'm not going to
Really
apologise
are.
for it. I grew up in the lady.
I thought you were gonna recommend that game.
I was good last week. Thanks for watching.
No.
Never mind, eh? Right, okay. Thanks for watching, Kurt, / everyone else who watches.
You're too weird.
I mean, that sums up the whole thing well. Do you guys want to awkwardly wave goodbye while I go and end the stream?
It's my favorite.
Cool. Bye.
Do come back soon. Bye.
Why does it sound like from a haunted,
Oh, that's
like
exactly what it does.
haunted, like Edwardian child?
Always the same blue sky.
You think that thing was not ending?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I've been holding this far for so long. I just know.
If I close the page,
Yeah, sure.
here you go.
Oh.
There we go. Bye.
Bye.